Hello everyone, I'm Wei from the Chinese University of Hong Kong, Shenzhen. It's great to have this opportunity today to share our recent research outcome on Gamefi in Metaverse. This is the outline of my talk. First of all, I would like to define what is Gamefi, and after that, I will briefly discuss why Gamefi is important in Metaverse. And we will use a case study to discuss the state of art of Gamefi and the future of Gamefi. So what is Gamefi? Apparently, the term of Gamefi is inspired by DeFi, the decentralized finance. Of course, it is a bit different here. Gamefi is a blend of game and finance. So what exactly is connecting game to finance? Before introducing the detailed definition, I want to review the knowledge of game and in-game economics. So I'd like to borrow the fundamentals of game design, a very famous book's definition regarding the core mechanics of games. There are 4 core mechanics of games. One will be the physics, one will be the internal economy, another one will be the progression mechanisms, tactical maneuvering, and social interactions. And today, of course, we're talking about the internal economy. Usually, in the industry, we will say it is in-game economy. So what is in-game economy? It's regarding the resource and entity production, consumption, exchange in quantifiable amounts. So it's all about how we're going to manipulate the resource, how to create the resource, how we remove the resource, how we exchange the resource. That will be the traditional definition of in-game economy. And today, we are now discussing a new year of game developments, which will be the Web3 games. What will be the feature of Web3 games? We use blockchain, we have tokens, we have DeFi, we have non-fungible tokens, we have play-to-earn models, we have DAO, we have decentralized exchange. We have lots of tools to help us to facilitate a transparent and decentralized gaming paradigm. So here, when you connect the in-game economy with Web3 games, we realize that the economy inside the game is no longer inside the game. It is outside the game, connected to the real economy. So here, when we connect the in-game economy with Web3 games, we have our definition on Gamefi. So, what is Gamefi? Gamefi is gamified ecosystem that draw global economy into crypto community and redistributed access through play-to-earn or other Web3 game derivatives. This is our definition on Gamefi. So this is another figure showing the cycle of the Gamefi. As a player, you will need to enter the virtual world by using a virtual identity. You can use the virtual identity to explore the game, to conquer the challenges, and of course, you will be rewarded by the NFTs or the tokens. So this is the activities in the virtual world. These activities will be marked as brown rectangles in this figure. Of course, after you earn those NFTs and these tokens, you can use exchange, either centralized or decentralized ones, to exchange those tokens, those rewards to fiat. After you receive the fiat, you can use them to purchase anything you want in the real world including the food. So as you can see, Gamefi creates a complete cycle between the virtual world and the reality. You bridge the virtual world and the reality to facilitate global economic circulation. So that will be the definition of Gamefi. Now I'd like to discuss the second issue, why Gamefi is important in Metaverse. Metaverse is extremely hot recently, and we all know Metaverse is beyond the games. There might be different kind of Metaverse, including working Metaverse, that you can use it as a virtual space to collaborate with your teammates. However, I have to mention that it is still important to have entertainment in Metaverse. In fact, if one Metaverse wants to be very successful, they want to be involve people in entertainments. And of course, gaming, it is one of the best interactive entertainment. You might ask me why. Well, apparently, think about this. If you and I go out and we have a dinner together, sometimes we don't need to do anything but just eating the food, drinking the waters, and probably enjoy the views around the restaurant. However, in virtual world, the behaviors of the avatars are completely different from the real world. We need a context so that we can communicate rather than feeling boring. So game, it is a very good entertainment, or also it's a very good interface for providing the context. Without a very fun mechanisms for the players might feel boring in the virtual world. In this sense, providing games for Metaverse is extremely important. What's more important here is we need to provide values to the users in Metaverse. And apparently, Gamefi it is the core value exchange of Metaverse given you are in the games. Well, personally, I feel like in the future there will be a lot of Metaverse, and within the Metaverse you will see a lot of games probably developed by independent teams. As a user, you can do a lot of play to earn activities in different games, and of course eventually you will need to exchange your tokens so that you are able to receive the award. In that case, Gamefi will be the most important mechanics in this Metaverse. That probably is the reason we see a lot of Web3 games published in Metaverse market. In this slide, we summarize 4 categories of Web3 games, including strategy, simulation, role-playing, and sports. Some of these games are very famous and popular. For example, in sport category, So Rare makes millions of US dollars by selling soccer star NFTs, and NBA Top Shot sells thousands of highlight moments video clips. And in the RPG category, Illuvian, claimed to be the first AAA Web3 games, also attract a lot of attention from the capital market. However, the most famous game, I guess, will be the AC Infinity in strategy category, because probably it is the first well-known play-to-earn game of the world. So maybe we should, start from reviewing how AC Infinity becomes successful in this area. So what is AC Infinity? It is a Pokemon-inspired universe, of course, where the Pokemons are replaced by the new creature called Aces. As a player, you can buy or breed Aces to participate in all kinds of battles to win the rewards. Of course, the price of AC become quite expensive, after the game become popular. So some players cannot even afford them. That's why YGG is formed. With YGG, the player can borrow aces to start rather than buying them. So regarding the GameFi systems, AC Infinity adopts two-token economic approach. The first token is called Smooth Love Potion SLP. It is a utility token. You can earn SLP by doing daily tasks, by completing PvE or PvP. So what do you mean by utility token here? It means that you need to burn the token so that you're able to breed the aces. Of course, the LSP token is tradable. That is the meaning of play to earn, right? You need to convert the SLP to fiat tokens so that you're able to, cash out and buy things in real world. Another token is called AC Infinity Shard, AXS. It is a governance token. The governance token means you can vote on the future direction of the game. You can vote on change of the rules, whatever. So you can earn the AXS by tournaments or by staking your tokens so that you can earn by doing stakings. So the AXS is a community fee to breed aces. So you're trying to breed aces, you also need to pay the community fee. But this community fee will not be burnt. Instead, it will be sent to the community treasure, and this treasure will be used in, will providing those monies to future stakings and or to reward the users. The AXS is also tradable, so you can make profit out of it as well. You might have a question why they use two tokens. Intuitively, we can use one token to rule them all, right? In fact, one single token is also an approach to create a GameFi system. In that case, you will use only one currency token for in-game economy and governance. The advantage is that the thing is simple, right? Simplicity is good. However, there are also the disadvantages. It's easy to be manipulated by the secondary market. And of course, if you're using one single token, it tends to result in inflation. So most of the games, in fact, will choose multiple token approach. So we will need to separate the in-game currency and governance tokens. The advantage are, first of all, you reduce the influence of the secondary market and will also increase the scalability of in-game economic systems. For example, in AC Infinity, they keep adjusting the AXS amount required in breeding and adjusting the SLP reward amount in PvE to make the ecosystem stable. So what we learned from the AC Infinity case. This is a figure illustrating how player involves in different organizations and gaming process. As you can see, the player can do play to earn by playing the games, while they can do stake to earn by staking the tokens to the treasury. Also, he can collaborate with the DAO so that he can improve the efficiency of earning. And eventually, of course, he will need to interact with the secondary market so that he can monetize the tokens he earned. However, if you review the state-of-the-art GameFi project in depth, there are two critical issues you cannot avoid. First, the game operators are dominating in most games. That is definitely not the spirit of Web3 games, as the rules may be changed arbitrarily. Fortunately, we believe the DAO will eventually solve this issue. Second, we cannot identify the source of income in most GameFi systems. In other words, you're doing play to earn, but earning from whom? Apparently, many GameFi are Ponzi scams. So how can we create a sustainable GameFi ecosystem? We don't know yet, but sandbox games might be a way out. Why? Well, in these sandbox games, we have creators that generating values to the virtual world, so the GameFi players, they can consume the contents rather than only looking for opportunities in making money. In that case, there might be a sustainable and healthy system. Recently, our team is looking for sustainable GameFi models for Web3 games. So if you're interested in this topic, please visit our webpage or follow me at Twitter. We will share our latest research outcome there. Thanks for listening.